Oh, my chicken's into the wall.
Yep, and that's how we will start this broadcast with McChicken in the wall. McChicken resets the track, though, because Gran Turismo does reset. But anyway, you're probably wondering who we are. This is LSR on GT Sport for the Le Mans 2 hours. I am Pepsi Freak 2 and 2, and I am joined by Katie. Katie, say hello.
Hi. Well, thanks for having me, Pepsi. First time I've ever done Gran Turismo commentary, so it should be a interesting one to see here.
Same as well. A little bit new to the game as well, mostly doing F1, so got to get used to some of these new doohickeys we got around here. But hopefully the racing will be interesting enough, as LSR has done Classic Cup in the past. Now they are doing Turismo Sport here with a bunch of LMP1 cars. And we do have I think a 10-car field, if I'm not mistaken, 10 or 11, with 8 people currently out on 11 cars. Thank you for collecting us. And we do have 8 currently out on track, about set times.
Yep, and this is a 10-minute quali session. It'll be 2-hour endurance race in LMP1 cars.
Yep.
We will expect times, obviously, to be pretty rapid. Obviously, I'm expecting them to at least be close to the high 310s, maybe to the low 320s, but we'll see how it goes on. I've never seen that during practice, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, a lot of times are flying here. We do got some fast drivers and some drivers that are fast and not as fast, but should still provide some good racing on the regardless. So yeah, I guess we gotta. I guess we should run over some of the teams here, people here, worth noting. We do have almost all the manufacturers here, and I'll quickly pull up the list here. We do have Broomhandle, Forzan, and McChicken all driving in the Porsche 2016. Then we have Tasmanian Devil, who I'm currently riding board with, currently P1. Offspring and Fabregas. Some of them may be here, some not. They're in the Audis. Shadowbane and Blinn, Blinn is in the lobby, but not coming out on track. They are both in the Peugeot. Stanley, Jadud, and Dunk are in the Toyotas. As you see Forzan using the slipstream to his advantage to get past Tasmanian Devil on this quali lap. Then you got Seawit, Sir Vapor in the Porsches, one being a factory Porsche, the other one being a CRL Porsche. Many Things in a CRL Toyota. And Noah and Donut Glazer, who are in the Nissan. Now, some of those drivers are here, some of them are not, but with some of this field being... Actually, I can actually show the telemetry here. So, yeah, there's 11 drivers, and, yeah, a bunch of different cars with unique personalities.
Yeah, of course. The Audi obviously being, in my personal opinion, one of the best LMP1 cars around in the WEC series. Definitely going to be a huge advantage, especially. I think it's also got the best fuel consumption, so definitely will be a good factor to it. But yeah, don't count out like the Porsches, the Porsche 919. That's definitely a good competitive car. Toyota T1050 is another good car with straight lines, a little bit of straight line speed. Ooh, and
now, something I don't get is, Forzan and Tasmanian Devil, it's a qualifying lap. I don't know why they're fighting like they're racing for the actual prize at the end of the hour. Maybe one should give a little bit of space to the other, but they are not teammates in any sense of the word, so I guess that is the slipstream around here being a little bit more powerful than in real life.
Yeah, of course the slipstream is on strong, so I'm not surprised how close they are. But yeah, pretty much a little tangle with the Audi and the Toyota, so hopefully that doesn't affect them too badly, but they are coming through the Porsche curves.
Oh,
we will see them.
Yeah, they are still fighting. No, I'm just saying, they are still fighting up here.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
It's like it's the actual, yeah, it's like if it's the actual race.
It's qualifying, boys. You got 2 hours to settle this little piston contest, but long way to go. 3 minutes to go left to qualifying here, so most drivers will get one more attempt at it. As Forzan sets a fast lap, but since these two are fighting, Seawit, who's kind of behind there, actually gets the better time. So both of them kind of shot themselves in the foot. Broomhandle up next here, about to cross the line. He will set a 324. That will put him P4, 10 seconds slower. Then you got Stanley, who set a 330. Next up, Jadud, who set a 328, putting him P5. Then we got Donut Glazer in a scheme that he thinks is okay, driving here as well in the 22 Nissan, and he will come with a time of a 328. Next up, McChicken, who sets a 3:45. Dunk Daddy's going in pit lane, which he's not going to have another attempt at qualifying. Sir Vapor's in the sand pit. And Blinn is on the near the Toyota Hybrid sign near Indianapolis. All right, so that's your update on the field. Looks like three drivers are competitive now. Tasmanian Devil, Seawit, and Forza are all fighting because of the strong slipstream. So, generally speaking, I think, depending on how they fight, I don't think that pole time's coming down.
I don't think so either, just because Sequid definitely was just not even fighting in that slipstream little skirmish there. So that's why he's got the fastest lap at the moment. He's just played it way smart compared to those two. So definitely the benefit, I would say, in my opinion. But
Seawitch takes that. Yeah, he just took that corner by a mile. It does say Devil has a personal best along with Forzan, but that's probably because of the slipstream. But yeah, I think cornering is on weak to nothing almost. So you may see a couple drivers extend. But I bet you there's a gentleman's honor to give back time. Hopefully. Devil kind of squeezes Forzan out there, but he goes wide on his own into the kitty litter.
Yeah, went too wide there at the Balzan corner there. Just a little bit too deep. But I think that could be the end of his session there. But unless he's got one more lap, there's only 1 minute left. Yeah,
there's no way they're getting around in a minute. Because they're already, well, they got 2:08. Yeah, unless they foot down, they could, but they have the game.
Did they set another few more minutes to do their quali laps?
They have 40.
Let's say as soon as the time.
Yeah, I think as soon as time ends, because right now they're currently going up for this section here. Forzan and Seawit may be able to make it. Sorry, Tasmanian Devil and Forzan may be able to make it if they hurry, but it's going to be close. But one of the things they have to worry about, because their tires are probably roast from all that fighting, and at the same time, unlike an F1, or at least you have to conserve your ERS deployment, because you can see on the fuel gauge right there at the bottom that is the bar of how much ERS they have, and depending on how much they have, depends on how much power they have going to the car. Meaning, if you don't have much, you're not going to be as strong on the straights as someone that serves it.
Yeah, they do run more of a different hybrid deployment system compared to the Formula 1 car, so that's definitely something different there, but we'll see now.
Session is over, and all three drivers have not made it, and this says it's their final lap, so yeah, this will be their last lap here. Forzan up first, that will be a 3:18, not an improvement. Devil not going to improve as well, so unless some of the other drivers that are going to come around that have started their lap, I think we're set in stone for qualifying.
Yeah, I don't think Sequid's going to improve either. He's slowing down, so he will be on pole then, for the way it looks.
Yep, broom handles on a slow lap. Jadude. Stanley actually set a new qualifying time. Yep, that will put him somewhere on the 4th. Yep, have to slide up there because unlike in F1 where you can see the whole grid, here you have to kind of jump through the positions to find where everyone is. Jadude is now in 7th with a 3:26. We'll see here. Broom handle will not improve. Already done. Donut Glaze in the pit lane. McChicken goes P4 with a 3:20. Dunk Daddy.
How much lifting do you have, though, from the room there? I'm guessing you had a little bit there to gain some time.
Sir Vapor is not going to improve, and Dunk Daddy, I think, is on a in-lap, because he came in the pit lane, so I don't think he's going to improve either. So we're now just kind of waiting out the rest of qualifying here. But, yeah, that will be your top three, Seawit, Forzan, and Devil. And considering how they fought during qualifying, I feel like we'll have a good fight during the race.
Well, hopefully they don't get too... Hopefully they don't get into much of an accident, just from what we saw qualifying.
I mean, yeah, if they're fighting like that for one lap, I'm going to be interested to see how they fight when they're 30 minutes in. Are they going to take it conservative? Or are they just going to say, screw it, let's go for it like there's no one's watching?
Yeah. That's the thing, though, with the strong slipstream. I mean, before it came on air, I decided to do like a little bit of practice. It's just ridiculous how the slipstream is. You could be 1.5 seconds up the road, and I would get like caught up by the guys behind by like just like that. So. We're going to spend a lot of close racing. Well,
I think the reasoning for that was because they wanted close driving and they wanted competitive driving. So, because there's, I think, a wider gap of skill than in other leagues. So they want to make sure everyone maybe has a chance to fight. I don't know. I'd have to ask the person that is hosting this. We do have, yeah. So anyway, if you're one of the few people in the audience that are watching, why not send in your mail or comments or whatever? Do whatever you like. Comment who you think's gonna win this race.
Yeah. So.
We got 2 hours, so hey, for the few people that are watching, you want to throw questions, screw it, I don't. We got to fill the air with something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Either that, or we can become Audible, LSR Audible, and start reading audiobooks.
Yeah. Well, we should be getting going soon. We got a minute left of this downtime.
I think everyone has done their lap for the most part, except Vapor, maybe. Yep, Vapor just crossed the line too, so I don't know what we're waiting on. Donut Glaze has retired, I think, yet that may be the reason why we're waiting.
It's kind of typical what GT Sport does when you're done with the entire session. It just runs out the clock until then, and then you just go into the next part, which is the race, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Because yeah, you're more the Gran Turismo than I am. Because
I mean, yeah, I've played a little bit of Gran Turismo. My skill gap between that and Formula One, I probably would say, is that I'm way better than in Formula One than I am at Gran Turismo.
Same.
But, yeah. If like I could not compete like against like the top guys like at all. I would be probably like let's say if like you got like the top nations driver from whatever the region you're from, I'd probably be like a good two seconds slower.
I mean, I knew someone that almost qualified for Turismo in the Americas, and he whooped me by over 3 seconds, and I am not a fast driver to begin with, so yeah. The field is tough here. So here you can see the qualifying here. You can see the order. Seawitt first, Forzan second, Tasmania Devil third, Chicken fourth, Stanley fifth, Blinn sixth, Broomhandle seventh, Jadude eighth, Donut Glazer ninth, and so on and so forth, 10th and 11th. So yeah, the one cool thing though is they give you a lot more presentation options with helmets and lap time. So I'll give that over Turismo F1, but F1 also has dynamic weather, so point in the other direction. And away we go for the start of the race. Yep. Gotta fix the information real fast. All right, and now here we go. We'll try to ride on board with some people here. Get things to work here. Yep, and there they go, all fighting already. Keeping it argy-bargy here. Seawitt up in the first, keeping the lead. McChicken in the second. He's going to give Forza on a little bit of a squeeze. Looks like the two Audis are doing pretty well here. McChicken trying to go hard to the corner there, off into the kitty litter.
McChicken goes wet.
But he keeps his foot in it, and I bet Dude just runs to the back of him along with Stanley. Blinn has nowhere to go, and yeah, I don't think a lot of drivers are going to be happy with McChicken's creative interpretation of the track.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a interesting move there through the S's, but now here we go into the interesting part of the Mulsanne Straight.
You're going to see the powerful slipstream here come into play as we got a fight here between Sit and Tasmanian Devil. Seawitt, it's definitely going to see, he's giving him a little tap like this in NASCAR, a little bump down the line. Seawitt hope he doesn't lock up his braking point. At least like they all keep it relatively clean. Fourth though, and Blinn going to go too wide along with Seawitt, and yep, they're going to keep their foot in it again. Alrighty.
Yes.
Jadude
apart
hits.
From that, it seems like everyone's got through relatively cleanly. Is there any damage in this game?
As far as I can tell, no damage is flying up on any of the damage indicators, so I don't think damage is on. Tire wear is, and fuel is, but fuel isn't going to run it for 253 laps, so I don't think we're going to have a factor of pitting for fuel here. So, joy.
Well, here goes Forzan on the inside. They're going to now the Mulsanne corner. Because alongside there is Tasmania. Right
here comes Tasmanian Devil. They're
Ooh.
all 5 wide here.
This could get very interesting
this
indeed.
Is not going to end well.
Ooh.
Well, they all kept it clean.
Well,
a couple drivers in the back didn't. Yeah.
Apart from Vapor, yeah. Vapor didn't keep it clean there. It goes into the gravel there.
Yep.
Now we go into the back. Now we go into the long back straight towards Indianapolis.
I don't know how they're going to take Indianapolis. I just got a bad feeling someone's going to miss the breaking point, and that will be that.
They're going for
Argy-bargy. Yeah, guys, it's lap 1. We have 2 hours. Trust me, McChicken around.
Oh my goodness. Someone's around.
Yeah, that was McChicken. He's in the barrier, and he's going to go back to 10th. But it looks like everyone else is okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running out of things to say, and we're already 3 minutes in because it's just battling.
Well, I mean, talk about some close battles, and we're only 3 minutes into this race.
Yeah, we still got a battle here between Seawit and Forzan. Tasmanian Devil and Blinn still fighting. Yep.
Oh, that's super close.
Looks like we have a little bit of a breakaway between the top 5, but with Slipstream, they should be coming back relatively soon with Jadude and Broomhandle. Blinn goes off there.
Very wide there from Blinn.
Over the little rumple strips.
Way too wide there, the portion curves. Yep, now we go into the Ford curves.
All right, who will lead the first lap?
I think it will be, looks like Forzan will lead the first lap from the way it looks.
So our Pulsar will not lead the first lap, but hey, he's still got a minute, hour, 56 to go. He's got plenty of time to lead a lap, most likely. And speaking of, he's going to make a pass here, trying on Forzan.
Oh, the two Porsches are definitely getting out of each other's throats there.
That they are, that they are.
Secret gets back to the lead at the Dunlop Bridge. Now we go to the S's. What's going to happen here?
I do not know.
Making some moves?
Yep.
No. Actually,
maybe
keep it clean.
Oh yeah, with Slipstream on though, I do expect him to kind of hold up and make the move on the straight. For purple sector by Forzan, fast lap on track. See what goes a bit wide. Here comes Tasmanian Devil trying to change the gears of Forzan.
He's trying to use him as a little bit of a gunner there, and there comes also the guy for Stanley. Oh,
Tasmanian Devil
out of the.
I think he hit the concrete wall, if I'm not mistaken, and now he's going to be sitting duck from Stanley. Stanley the third, Stanley the second. Will Stanley in the Toyota unlock his brakes here? He will make the corner, but it looks like...
Sigma goes
he flied! He got air on my screen. He hit the tire barrier, and he was just flying for a second, and he's still good. Yeah.
On my end, he went through the chicane and just still kept going.
On my screen, he hit the tire barrier, and he got some air, and yeah, that was that.
Guys, 5 wide. Are you kidding me?
We're a minute 55 in. Guys, patience. We don't need to die yet. Oh, how are they? Well, it helps. It helps the damage is off, or else they'd all be gone.
Stanley just got bumped.
Yep, Stanley now back to 4th, Blinn to 5th.
Oh, dear.
We got to move here. Seawit on Tasmanian Devil. Seawit's going to probably make the pass. If Forzan may try, make it 3 wide for some reason.
3 wide to the second corner.
And
you guys are nuts.
And he's not going to make it stick, because you wouldn't expect that to stick. And now he's down to... But he actually had to gain a spot, so never mind.
I wouldn't expect him to go 3 wide through there. That's impossible.
No.
All right, well, now down the back straight towards Indianapolis. Come on.
Oh my God, guys! You need to give, like, this is like promotion of storytelling. You can't give it away in the first 5 minutes. We need interest. We need to drag it out. We're only 6 minutes in.
Apart from all this, the Porsches are actually doing pretty much okay with Forzan still leading at the moment.
There's a little bit of a breakaway. Top 7 has broken away from Mick Chicken, and there's a big breakaway in the back right now. So if you're not in this top 7 right now, you're kind of just driving around alone, much to probably annoyance. But
yeah, since they don't have a slipstream, that's definitely another thing that's costing them.
It feels like we're at Daytona or Talladega NASCAR, where you have to be in the pack, or else you will lose the pack, and that will be that. In the wall goes, I believe that was Jadude.
Yeah, but he's still going.
He's still going. No damage. Keep your foot in it.
I'm guessing there was no damage.
Oh, around goes Jadude into the kitty litter, into the tire wall, and he's going to have to turn around. He's now going to lose the draft, similar to McChicken a couple laps ago, or I think 2 laps ago. It's long laps. Yeah, just shows now he's going to have to try to fight his way back with pit strategy. Stanley makes a move on Blinn for 4th.
Well, that makes now the 7th through, 11th cars pretty much just out of the question.
Yep. Now we're down to 6 fighting for the win. Yep. They may try. Their smart choice maybe to try to regroup and get rehooked as Blinn and Broom are fighting for 6, and they just try to rework together. But someone may want to tell those drivers that, because with fuel off, actually fuel is kind of burning a little bit more than I thought it was. So actually fuel will come into play. They'll have to pit for fuel.
Oh yeah. Let me look at the. I'm guessing it's at 2 or 3 fuel consumption. Is what I'm guessing.
I think they said 4 or 5 from what I heard.
Oh, 4 or 5. Okay, so 4 or 5.
What's worth noting right now is Seawit got less fuel than Tasmanian Devil and Forzan. So it looks like he is It looks like Tasman Devil's actually trying to save his fuel, and that kind of makes sense because he could put the engine probably in a little bit of a leaner mode and be good in the draft. But now it looks like we do have a little bit of a breakaway. Top 3 have broken away from Stanley, Blinn, and Broom. So, similar to qualifying, top 3 are fighting on track.
Well, Secret's now taking back the lead.
Yep.
Ahead of the other Toyota. Sorry, not the other Toyota. Other Porsche.
Yep.
And Forces are coming back at him into the Moles chicane.
I think Stanley kind of wants these two drivers to fight because he's only a second behind. If they keep fighting, he'll be there to capitalize. Yeah. Personal best sector by Seawit, but there are a lot of detection points around here, so that can fluctuate within time because the fuel coil is getting lighter, but the tires are getting more worn. I'm not 100% though if they have to start on the tire they qualified on, or it's a situation where they got a fresh tire, as it looks like Seawit's going to make a pass for the lead in the 919 Tribute car.
Oh!
But he gets
Tasmania.
almost... Yep, Tasmanian Devil. A lot aggressive there.
Yeah,
oh, someone's wide in the kitty litter there. I think that is, yep, that's Broom. Misjudges breaking point.
Oh, that's Broom.
And now we're down to...
He's still in the stream, though. He can still keep going, but, oh, Machicken's closing in, so he can catch up to his teammate.
Yep, it looks like we got a 4-car breakaway for the top of the pack here. Yeah, so the dropping like flies, like the Hunger Games. Oh, they get a little very squirrely there. And it's going to try to close the door. Devil's going to be under pressure from Stanley. Stanley now up to 3rd.
And around the outside goes Sequid into Arnage. Oh. Does he make the... He's got the move done, I think. Yes, he does.
He does.
For the time being. Yeah.
But more slipstream coming back.
If I were Blinn and...
Oh, Tasmanian Devil just splits the middle. Sorry to cut you off, but yeah, splits the middle.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No worries. I was going to say, at least, I would say those guys, just try to at least kill a slipstream and then just try to group up to at least get a slipstream and get to the top of the pack. That's at least your best bet at the moment.
Mm-hmm. But if we take a cutaway from the leaks, I know they're battling like a ton, but if we take a quick cutaway to check everyone else, Blinn is 4 seconds off, Broom is 3 behind him, McChicken is 8, only 3 behind him, and then Jadude is like 8 behind McChicken, so they have to get regrouped, but some of them are really off the pace, as Sir Vapor and Donut Glazer, actually Donut Glazer just started his 4th lap, so he's a good chance, actually that was that Tesla Devil, my mistake. Gotta remember, hit the wrong key here. Yeah, Donut Glazer's just coming off the Indianapolis, give or take. About to start Indianapolis, so they are pretty far off the pace.
Oh, super close there.
Yep.
Another thing to note, too, is Tasmania also has a little bit more fuel than the rest of the pack, because if you look at the gauges, he's got more. And actually, I could say the same story with Stanley, because he's got more than Sequid and Forzan.
I think he may be turning down the engine, because the engine mapping, maybe putting it to 3 or 4, because Slipstream's so powerful, you don't need to have it on the powerful setting. And saving a lap or 2 could come to help him in the end when he can underfuel the car. But something else worth noting is Stanley's also saved a lot of his ERS because Tasmanian Devil has none. Secret's got a good amount. Forzan's about halfway, and Stanley's also almost at a full tank. So Tasmanian Devil is not really good at saving his ERS, which is going to make him very slow on the straights. So he better make that car as wide as possible, as they're going to go 3 wide here. Forzan going to take the quarter. Seawit just going to cut kind of the quarter there, and he's going to take second.
He just cut it.
Yeah. Probably should concede the spot, but I guess no one's going to tell him that. On to 4th he goes.
I mean, it's not like in Formula 1 where the game tells you have to give that position back for making a legal overtake.
But they do give you a penalty system, and I guess it's not on. But anyway. I think I'm low-key bashing that a little bit. Anyway, we got a long fight here. 12 minutes in. Still 1, 2, 3, 4 fighting away. And Blinn and Bloom are kind of getting close together, but they're going to probably need some more help in order to re-catch the top 4.
Those superstars those superstars are definitely worn out now. Look at the front of them.
Yeah.
If you look at Sequid's tire, like shoot at the front, and I can say the same with the others too.
I think he's just kind of abusing it. Same thing with Forzan. It looks like Stanley's doing okay with conserving his rubber, at least in comparison to the top 4. But yeah, it's not like Seawit, Forzan, or Tasmanian Devil have had a chance to rest. They have been fighting for lap after lap. Like this is like a sprint race or something. They are like pushing it.
Yeah, and another thing to know too about that Nissan that Blinn is in, it doesn't really have a hybrid system, so he's a little bit more of a disadvantage if you want to say that he'll have more lack of power.
Nissan tried to make a car for Le Mans and failed, but less said about that, the better.
Well, we don't talk about its reliability either.
Yeah. At least
Anyway.
someone's driving it for once, and it may have a chance to do something proud in it. At least do Japan proud on that front. Yeah, but they got Toyota. But Toyota's history at Le Mans around this time was also interesting, to say the least. Just misfire after misfire. Well, the cars were good. They just weren't good at making it 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, no, they weren't at 24 hours. But they did set the lap record, and that was by Kimi Kobayashi.
Correct.
Back in 2017.
Nationalism at its finest. But Kobayashi's a good driver, so that's not like... No, it's not against him.
The man is, like, fantastic when it comes to endurance racing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can see it went at the Rolex this year with Wayne Taylor Racing.
Yeah.
Very fast driver indeed. But anyway, yeah, Tasmanian Devil now out the ERS, kind of hurting. He's now losing time to that top 3. He is slowly falling back, so he better try to save some of that ERS. Or else.
So, probably, well, let's see. I'm guessing with this pit window, they should come in within the... Come in, what, the next 3-4 laps? Oh, hello.
Yeah, again, it looks like there's a kind of a glitch on my screen, or at least that was when someone hits a tire, a bollard, they fly in the air. On other screens, they just keep going straight, but they, for some reason, take flight, even though that doesn't happen anywhere close to real life. But video game physics for you.
Yep. Also, you can't really take out the tire. You can't take out the bollards either. It's not very possible in this game either. Once you hit the bollards, it pretty much just slows you down. Or you can just cut through it and just do that.
I mean, hey, that's like a toll. Just got to go through it and split it perfectly, or else. Seawitt up to first, Stanley second, Forza in third, Devil fourth. And again, big breakaway. Nothing really happening in the final spots here. Everyone's kind of in their own worlds. Donut Glazer just crossed the line. Forza just made a pass for the lead. The one thing I'll give Turismo...
Sorry.
The one thing I was going to say is the one thing that Turismo gives you is a lot of different angles, but unlike F1 where it kind of feels like it switches between angles so you get kind of a clue to see, here you got some onboard shots and then you got onboard. You just don't know what to run half the time. It's like, should I run the that cam, onboard cam, whatever. It's weird.
Yeah, the other unfortunate thing is you can't really... Oh, Secret just chops Forza's nose off.
That he did. Again, damage is off, so no harm, no foul. Just looks like probably not making any friends out there, but I guess they're having fun.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if they're aware of this, but there is also a little update that GT Sport did not too long ago, where you go into the pits instead of like where you go 5 seconds in and out for like tires, fuel, etc. They actually made it more realistic now.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, I mean, I did a GT3 race around here in another league not too long ago, and oh, hello. That was a bit wide there from Sequit.
That it was.
Yeah, lost the position, but he still keeps going. But, no, like, if you're doing, let's say, tires and fuel, I don't know what it's going to be for LMP1s, but, I know with GT3 cars, it was like a 45 seconds in the pit lane. Mm-hmm. That includes tires and a full tank. So,
well, we'll see when they pit because they are at some of the drivers like Seawitt is at almost a fourth of a tank, so he's gonna have to pit sooner rather than later. But some other drivers like Tasmanian Devil is at half a tank, and same thing with Stanley. So, yeah, some drivers will be pitting sooner than others, but definitely Seawitt will be the first one in. But it won't be this lap.
Yeah, definitely not. But we could see them just try to perform some sort of like undercuts or whatever. But I don't know how it'll be with this with this slipstream though, because in the ghosted car, Sequid, and in the ghosted car.
Oh, yep, Seawitt went wide there. I was looking off screen for a second. Yep, Seawitt did go wide. We're only on lap 6, so they are making good time here, and if they've done 6 laps in about 20 minutes, that would state that every 20 minutes do 6 laps, so they'll have 24 laps per hour, and we'll have a 48-lap race is what we're on page for. Which would be less than the estimation. They were thinking about doing 53 from what I was told. So, yeah, it will be less than 2 hours. But then I think you can also kind of blame the slipstream, or at least the slipstream is kind of helping that, make it go a wee bit faster.
Or I'm just glad no one has totally died yet. But
wait, damage is off.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, at least they're keeping it clean to an extent. They're banging and bumping, but they're not wrecking each other. So there's that. I mean, the cars aren't going to look the prettiest when they're done with all the scratches, but at least they'll be finishing.
As I'm watching Vapor go into the gravel at the final corner.
Yep, he just started his last lap along with Donut Blazer.
Yeah, they have definitely fallen off the field for sure. But the Porsches have been doing themselves a little bit of scrap though.
Yeah,
the broom handle.
Correct. We'll cut over there now because I mean you guys want to see the rest of the field, I'm assuming. So yeah, Broom Handle and McChicken are kind of having a little fight between themselves. One of their Porsche brethren are currently up there fighting for the win, while they are 6th and 7th. Then we got a Nissan in 5th with a Blin, which representing Nissan proud. No one's probably expecting him to do this well. Actually, no, he's in a Peugeot. My mistake. That is not a Nissan.
No, Blin is in the Nissan.
No, it's a Peugeot. You can see the Peugeot stickers. That's the 09 Peugeot.
Oh,
yeah.
It is.
I saw the PS4 things. I'm like, that's the Peugeot of 09. Because I had the PlayStation manikers. So wait, who's the Nissan? Isn't it? I think it's maybe no. Let's just go for the field here.
No.
Jadude's in the Toyota.
It's Donut. It's Donut.
Yeah, Donut's in the.
Yeah, it's Donut.
And he's caught the back
so
Sir Vapor.
Why doesn't it show it as a hybrid system? Because I know
that was 2009. Maybe the hybrid wasn't there in 09?
No, hybrid was around in the 908.
Maybe. I don't know, because every other car has that ERS system, so it's just him. Weird. But yeah,
I mean that was the car though that challenged Audi though, and won Le Mans like I think 3 times in that era.
I believe my endurance stats, my Le Mans stats aren't as good as my F1 stats, my NASCAR stats, but I'll take your word on that one.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest expert in WEC if I'm honest, but I do know the cars and their specs and everything.
That's why we need a fact checker here. We got an hour 40. We could probably find a fact checker. As the top 3, I think, have come in pit lane. 1, 2, and 3 all. 1, 2, and 4 have. So we'll actually get to see how they do their pit stops, if there's a long delay or not. So good to watch.
Stanley stayed out too. Okay.
He had better fuel mileage though than the rest, so he could have made it one more lap most likely.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
As we just watched him.
And what is the rule? Is it a 2 tire compound system?
I don't know. I was not informed on those rules. So I guess we'll find out when they pit. It looks like Seawit, Tasmanian Devil are pitting. We'll see what they're going to switch to. Looks like set of super softs, I would argue. Oh, no, mediums. So Devil went to a set of mediums. Forzan is waiting. I think Tasmanian Devil may have Yeah, he didn't feel the car. Uh-oh.
No, he didn't feel it. Yeah, that's trouble there.
That is trouble. Forzan went on a set of super softs, or didn't change the tires. No, he did. He's on a super softs. Broom setting. One was on a set of mediums.
It'll tell you on the bottom left of the screen, like the tires are on.
Okay.
Secret's on the mediums. Here, I'll give you a run. Tasmania is on the mediums.
Oh, I see now. Yeah. Yeah, super soft. RR super soft. Forzan's
Broom's on the softs, just the regular softs.
Yep. So let's just quickly run through this here. So Stanley is not pitted. He'll have to pit again. He's on softs. McChicken is not pitted again. He's on super softs. Tasmanian Devil's on mediums, but he's going to have to pit for fuel, so he doesn't have to change tires at least. Forzan is on super softs. Seawit is on mediums. Jadude is on super softs, has to pit. Dunk is on mediums.
Sequit. He is really missing those braking points on that first chicane. That's the 3rd time I've seen him do that.
That he is. Run for the rest of the field here. Blin is on a set of mediums. Broom has on a set of softs. Donut's on Donut has not pitted yet along with Sir Vapor. They'll pit sooner rather than later. So yeah, that is currently your pit stop. Some drivers will have to pit, but it looks like right now who will be coming out as the leader will most likely be Forzan. Because, well, depending on how much fuel Devil decides to put in the car may decide it, but yeah, he's definitely got to pit again.
Yeah. Well, he's got to lose that too. Yeah, Secret's already caught up to him, obviously because of the slipstream.
And also the
So,
ERS. Again, no ERS from... Like, Devil's really not saved it. So, yeah, he is
yeah,
slowly sinking.
yeah, he tried to push as much as he could, but he should have refueled the car to do
I think
that.
he just didn't think about it. He was mashing the button like, mash, 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 and just kind of made a rookie mistake.
Yeah, that is a common error. I've done that before too, where you accidentally go way too quick into like the tire selection, and maybe also forget to. He probably did mash it to go to the mediums, but then just accidentally press no.
Oh, Forzan and Seawit. Just Seawit almost took Forzan for a ride.
Yeah. Those guys are having a bit of a scrap. Jadu will have to pit though very quickly.
Yep.
Oh yeah, those tires are not looking healthy.
No, they're not gonna. He's not. The field could probably go another lap, but his tires probably won't, unless he wants to not end up in the wall. So we'll see here. Stanley stands out for another lap though. So all right, he's letting that Toyota stay out there. McChicken, we'll see if he decides to pit here, along with Devil. See if he rectifies his mistake.
No, that he definitely should. Those tires are definitely cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's coming to the pits now. Well, let's see if Taz does come in.
He is, and Taz is not.
Oh.
Does Taz maybe not? No, it should tell him the fuel. It'll definitely tell him, but yeah,
It'll
weird.
tell him it'll tell him to refuel.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully he's aware, or else maybe he's trying to get as much time on a low-fueled car. That would be stupid, but that could be an option. But then if that was the case, why not go for a set of super softs? Why do a set of mediums?
I'm guessing he's gonna just. This is probably my rough guess. Maybe he's just probably. He's probably thinking he could probably go onto the mediums, just do low fuel runs on them, and then just once he goes in the pits, go to the super softs, and then just refuel the car.
But yeah, it just feels like though, why not do a set of super softs, then mediums on the low fuel run?
I don't know.
I don't get logic sometimes, but yeah, Jadu and McChicken are in the pits. We'll keep an update when they come out. Tasmanian Devil is 26 seconds behind Stanley, and yeah, so big breakaway, but Stanley does have to pit along with Devil again, presumably more likely than Forzan. So Forzan is 35 seconds behind, and he's now under pressure from Seawit. So it looks like we'll have a 2-horse race for the lead right now, depending on how Stanley shuffles out. But may the forces ever be in your favor right now, because these are two fighting as, again, Seawit kind of takes that corner for a little bit of a ride. We do got a Porsche versus...
another Porsche.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a Porsche, but the number kind of threw me off for a second. I'm like, that's a Porsche. I'm like, 90% sure. But, yeah, the 919 kind of threw me off. But, yeah, we got it. 2 Porsches. Rig it up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they are still fighting. They are trying to get as much out of the car as possible. Jeez, I feel like I'm in a controller right now with this keyboard, just pressing buttons like, Like I got a switchboard ahead of me, I can just manually press everything. So yeah, Forzan takes the lead. We'll take a look at the player information here. Right now, best lap time is 3:17 currently by Seawit. Interesting helmet design. He got a Monster Energy logo on his helmet.
Probably for one of his other leagues he's doing.
Yep. Oh, big tap by Forzan. Forzan with the Marlboro sponsorship on his. I think the FIA may have a problem with that tobacco sponsorship. have to do the Ferrari thing with the stripes, but someone will probably tell him. There are children watching. They don't need to be smoking at a young age. Stanley about to come to the last couple corners here, so we'll see if he can find this.
They had to break. Hey, they had to take them out too in NASCAR as well.
Yeah, they took them out of every series. I mean, Winston painted the walls in NASCAR. Stanley not coming in again. Yeah, that was a lot of money lost. And even IndyCar almost had a tobacco sponsor as well, and they also lost out as well because of a little bit of a rivalry between smoke brands. We'll see if Tasmanian Devil comes in here because he's got a 1/4 of a tank left. We'll see if he decides to pit again. He is not really gaining that much time to Stanley, though, so whatever his strategy was is not working, because also Forzan and Seawit have gained a second on him. So the low fuel strategy is not working, and he's staying out again.
Yeah, well, I mean, At least he's 28 seconds up the road, but he's going to get jumped by Tasmania eventually. But he also has to fuel as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, Tasmanian is losing a second a lap to Forzen and Seawitt because they got the draft. They're working together as a tandem, even though they are battling, and Devil and Stanley are alone. They're slowly eating into that gap. Now it's 6 seconds. So,
I don't think they're I don't think they're quite getting the message to just like bump draft.
Work together, boys. Work together. Yeah, work together. You two can fight for the rest of the race alone, because no one else will catch you. Work together, boys. You two are. I know you're not in the same factory of Porsches, but you guys can at least learn a message. I think Bram supremacy rules supreme here. You don't want a Toyota winning.
Exactly. So, yeah, half an hour into the race.
It's already been a half an hour. Okay.
Yeah, feels like it. Yeah, it feels a little bit longer, I'm not going to lie.
Same.
We've got a long way to go into the race. And not to mention, too, I got manufacturers coming up.
Yeah, he's got manufacturers coming. So if he has to book, it will just be me alone on the comms for the last 15 minutes. So hopefully all the excitement... I mean, I don't think the viewer, whoever's watching, probably doesn't want the excitement to go away with 15 minutes to go when you leave. Everyone just spaces out. But yeah. I think we got a battle in the back here. Yeah, McChicken and Broom are still fighting. So, again, they probably should be working together instead of fighting, but hey, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like not everyone's getting the...
Oh, McChicken just took that corner, and Broom handle hits the tire wall.
Oh, Broom is at the wall. Yep, he is at the wall.
Kept his foot in it, though. He's still going.
Hey, he's lucky that he doesn't have damage, because there are no damage.
Yep, Blinn is catching as well, though, so McChicken, Broom, and Blinn will all be on a 3-car blanket, and all 3 of them have pitted. Then you got, Dunk, who's a little bit up the road, a Caribou to McChicken. So again, if 5, 6, 7, 8 can get in a nice little pack... They're only, they're 33 seconds behind Seawitt, so they're going to need some help. But if they slowly work together in an hour 30 race, they may be able to catch him. If Seawitt and Forrest get some space.
Yeah, you just got to have, like, someone be the gunner, someone be... Well, that's clearly not getting the message.
I mean, they are gaining time, though, on Devil. Devil's now only 3 seconds behind. So they are, even though they're fighting, and you'd think it shouldn't work because they're fighting... It is working because I guess on the straights they're so much faster than Tasmanian Devil that they gain so much.
And
as
Stanley now comes into the pit.
Stanley is pitting now, so we'll see where he cycles out. He's got a 33-second lead. So depending on pit stop deltas, how far back will he cycle? Devil next is not even entered anywhere close to the pit straight yet, so he definitely will have to pit at least this lap or the next time for Tasmanian. Devil goes very wide there. Seawitt and Forzen still fighting like their life depended on it. Devil is not coming in. All right, so next time for sure then. Stanley has just changed the tires. And
he's got to fuel as well, so he's going to refuel to probably full tank.
Yep, so he's lost down to 4, but I think he'll definitely come out ahead of Broom and Dunk, who are... Actually, I think something happened to McChicken, because McChicken's down to 7th, Broom is in 5th, Dunk's in 6th. So, yeah, McChicken, something must have happened to him. So, again, they're not getting the memo. Work together. So, yeah, Stanley out P4 by a good mile. 9 seconds behind Seawitt and Forzan. Devil's going to have to pit again. So, if you assume that was 35 seconds, a safe pit window is probably about 45 to 50 seconds. If you want to come out in the lead.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much exactly the case there. That's why... Hey, I do like the update, though, at least. At least it kept it more realistic, unlike just what I did before. Just go 5 seconds in and out of your pit lane, gain tires and fuel, or whatever the case is.
Realism, what's that? But I guess we'll take a quick look here as Tasmanian Devil's about to get passed by Forzan. So now Forzan is Tasmanian Devil's lost track for realsies, and now he's going to lose time when he has to pit at the end of this lap because the light has turned red.
Yeah, he has to. He has to come in now. For refueling.
So,
I guess he could go to the super softs, but we'll have to see what happens there. Seawitt to go to the right and get ahead. He'll also have Tasmania to help him out there. We'll see what they do in the second Mulsanne chicane, side by side between Tasmania and Forzan. nothing quite happens there. So
the one thing worth
pole
noting
position.
is with Stanley pitting, he pitted relatively a lot later than Seawitt and Forzen. So there is a chance that if this does get near the end, he could maybe make this work on strategy. Because he made it about 30 minutes on a pit stop window, while Forzen and Seawitt only made it about 15-20. So quick calculations to state that that's one extra pit stop for our current top two compared to Stanley. And if that's the case, Stanley may win this race based on strategy.
Well, we shall see then. But in the meantime, those two are still going to have a scrap. They probably will be the only two, on the way it looks, to scrap it out for the win.
I mean, Devil's going to have to pit again. He's going to be one pit stop down the line. Stanley's going to be so much off sequence, and he's got no help from anybody, so he can't use Slipstream to get closer. And since Forzen and Seawitt are kind of, again, working together low-key to help each other, there's a good situation that they will pull kind of away from Mr. Stanley. Oh, and I think
I'm watching the...
I can hear... It sounds like Devil's engine's low on fuel, because it sounded like he was in that corner there, and it just felt like he was struggling to get the power down. So he maybe...
he's still got some fuel, but like at least to get towards the pits. So he's not out of it.
No, yeah, I agree. I'm just thinking that he's really trying to conserve the engine, or at the very least save something, just to be safe.
Yeah, no, he should be able to get the pits very easily, even without having to go into low engine mode. But let's see what he does here. But yeah, he should be able to go into a little bit sideways. A little bit, not sideways, but a little wide there for Forzen.
All right, if he doesn't pit here, he is going to have some problems, and yep, he is now pitting.
There he goes.
All right, he's got the memo. Make sure you fill up the car up this time. It will definitely help you. So here we coming down pit lane.
But he's also going to get a jump by Stanley, too.
Yep, Stanley's going to get a free jump on him, and Broom maybe... Nah, Broom's pretty far behind. He's about 42 seconds behind Devil.
I watched Stanley just cut the board curves like it was nothing, and then he just gets reset onto track.
Hey, no one sees, no one sues. So now Stanley's 17 seconds behind the top two. Devil still has now changed the tires, so now he'll be fueling up the car. Broom handle about to hit the last couple corners here, so he may fall into the clutches of Broom handle depending on this last couple corners here.
Probably. He could fall into the hands of these Porsches.
Yep, still hasn't left the pit lane yet. Fourth and fifth, he'll lose that. Dunk Daddy as well, most likely. Still hasn't left the pit lane. Down to eighth, he'll probably lose the Blind too. And there he goes, sliding out.
Coming out. Oh, just behind the Porsches.
Just behind the Porsches.
Yeah, so the Porsches got him as well. Not just Stanley, but the two Porsches.
And Dunk Daddy's probably not happy as Donut Glazer has decided to call it an afternoon and has pulled it behind the wall. We will now have 10 runners left in this field.
Right, so that strategy has definitely cost him big time.
It has indeed. At least he's filled the car up this time, but he's got to save VRS. Only thing he can really do is try to get off sequence, save the fuel, use Broom and McChicken as a draft help, and just kind of save your fuel. Get a couple laps extra and hope you can make it stretch. But I guess he wants to pass because he's just passed both of them like he's standing still.
Pretty much got by them with ease, too. But that's not going to last very long.
Yeah, Slipstream. Yeah, they'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll give Surveyor this much. He's hanging on for dear life. He's trying. He's all alone in 10th as he hits a tire wall. He's trying, though. He's hanging on.
Yeah.
Jadude, way off the pace. 5 seconds off Blinn. Blinn and Dunk are together. I think Dunk really lost it. We'll cut back to the lead now. Yep, still 1-2. Not missing anything up front.
This is probably the closest race you'll ever see in Le Mans, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Especially into this middle part of the race.
I mean, if this was actual Le Mans, their cars would have been destroyed long ago, but at least they're trying.
Hey.
Yeah, so top...
somewhat close together.
Yep, top two in a draft pack. Stanley all alone. 4th, 5th, and 6th in a draft pack. And Blinn and Dunk Daddy in a draft pack as well. So a little bit of Noah's Ark with a 2-1-3-2 combo.
Pretty much. Oh, who's gone wide there? That's Dunk. He went way too wide.
Yep. That's not going to help Dunk and Blinn's combination. A Surveyor has decided to pit from P10. If he doesn't hurry along, he may actually go a lap down.
I think I think that's going to be the case.
Yep. And
Yeah,
there are no safety cars, no caution, so yeah, he's probably stuck in P10 for the rest of the race unless someone else retires.
Yeah, or unless he retires himself, then it goes to 9. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
This is just an exhibition to gain interest in the league itself, so that's why they are fighting. Yeah, if this league does get picked up for a season, that will be sometime next month on this channel here, LSR. Make sure you subscribe if you are still watching this, because where else are you going to see driving like this, very close, like the Daytona of Le Mans, basically? Where else are you going to get to watch this action?
Pretty much, I mean...
Honestly, I think we could say whatever we... I'm sorry, go ahead. Kind of cut you off there.
It's probably the only time you're ever going to see that. No, you're fine. It's the only time you're going to see that's really, in my opinion.
I mean, technically, I think we're an hour 21 in. If no one's watching this live, barely a few people watching this live, I don't think anyone's really going to watch at the hour 21 mark, so we probably could say anything you want. So if you want to promote anything, you want to say anything, go ahead. We got an hour 21 left. No one really cares. Yep, Broom. Oh, someone is in the sandpit. That is Blinn in the sandpit. Blue flag by Sir Vapor. Under pressure, he's going to lose to Stanley and Devil. Sorry, just Stanley.
Dude's coming around the outside into the Dunlop Bridge. He tried to go for a move, he could not get the move done. Oh, what the? He just literally cut the corner there.
Who cut the corner? Which one? I'm looking around him. Ah, Jadu.
He cut the entire second corner just to get my Blinn.
I mean, when you're a minute behind Forzan, you got to try whatever you want to get back in this fight.
Fair enough. I mean, but
integrity.
Desperate overtake.
Yeah, integrity. Not the greatest, but he's gonna try whatever he can. As now here comes Blinn back. Probably not most thrilled with him. His creative interpretation of the rules. Worst comes to worst, he could pull Bill Belichick and say he misinterpreted the rules.
Oh my goodness, Forzan, that was a bit sideways there.
Yep.
My guy.
Only lap 12.
Yeah, lap 12 and 1 hour and 20 minutes left into this race.
Yeah, we've done this so far for 40 minutes. An hour to go. Hour 20.
Yep, hour and 20 minutes left in the session. I think by the time we end this, it'll be 8:50 my time.
It will be
7:30.
That will be 11:54 my time, which means this race would probably almost be a 2-day event if they go another 6 minutes.
Pretty much.
Oh, someone in the sand. That's Broomhandle. Really judge his braking points to lend that log straight there. He's off to the kitty litter, and that's going to cause Blinn and Jadud to catch him slowly.
Must have misjudged the braking point there at the Bullseye corner.
Yep.
Could be a bit of a tricky corner to misjudge a braking point. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad to like. It's not a bad corner. It's just like, yeah, sometimes like you don't have a braking board to rely on, so you got to rely on your instincts of where to park. As these two, Forzan and Sequin, are still battling out right now.
Stanley has gained 3 seconds on Sequin and Forzan, so he is slowly reeling them in, albeit slowly. Because they are fighting, again, like 2 dogs over a steak.
I have a sense he's gained a lot. He's just gained over a second there in those 4 corners.
Did he cut that corner? 'Cause I was looking away, and he
he's
squirrely.
Not. No, he's not. He's not. Is boost on? That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe?
But I don't know.
I didn't take a look at the settings before I joined. I probably should have. They didn't mention anything in the settings in the league, so page. So I have no clue.
Yeah, because he's still slowly gaining.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't gained too much, but he's gained like a second in that last sector.
That indeed. That indeed.
The Broom is coming into the pit lane.
Yep,
to
Broom.
get off those soft tires.
Yep, gonna pit again here. Could have gone maybe 1 more lap if he wanted, but yeah, time to get off that get some fresh rubber on the car, and make it work.
Doug Daddy's also coming to pits. Surveyor's called it a night.
Yeah, I don't blame him being that far off. He's still got an hour to go. If I was that far back after some mistakes, I agree. There's no fighting, there's no safety car, so you're just stuck. I think there's a McDonald's around here. Have some fun, Sir Vapor. Here, here's $1. Buy a cheeseburger.
I'm sure there's something you could find in the paddock. But yeah, no. The thing is too, the thing I really wish in this game is that they did have safety cars. That would actually be very beneficial in a situation like that.
Maybe for the next GT game they're releasing on the PS5.
Yeah, GT7. That should be a good one.
They're going back to the roots a little bit. Because I remember when a friend first bought this game, he described it as GT Sports kind of growing up or becoming an adult, if you will. Probably misquoting him a little bit because that was like 3-4 years ago. But yeah.
Well, I mean, it should be an interesting game for sure. I'm hoping. Wow, my chicken's car just flew in the air. I went on him and he onto the ball arts. Yeah,
that's what happens when you hit the bars. I saw that twice already. The one other thing worth noting is it's good to see that there's actually going to be at least a game that's made by a studio that's racing game. It's no longer made by a studio that's now owned by EA. Because now, low-key, EA has ownership of Codemasters, Slightly Mad Studios, and the Grid series. So Project Cars, Grids, and the F1 games all under the EA umbrella along with the Real Racing series. So, yeah.
I can't wait for F1 Ultimate Team.
F1 Ultimate Team. Hey, you want Lewis Hamilton's Inform card?
Yeah, that'll be 10,000 VC.
They give driver of the day cards. They actually base it off who gets into real life. So the Max Verstappen's got like 20 Inform cards and become worthless after a week.
Exactly. As far as it gets lead again, so these two have just been switching positions.
Yep, and that Soy is allowing Stanley to recatch.
Yeah, he's gained about what was that? 1.5 seconds.
Yeah,
at least.
And remember, Forza and Seawood's fuel has just hit about 1/4 of a tank left, while Stanley's just hit the halfway point. So he's got at least not even halfway point yet. So he's got at least a lap and a half extra on these two, maybe more. So he's got at least one free pit stop, and if he's closing this much, I think Stanley right now is in the catbird seat to win this race. But obviously, with 1:14 left, anything is possible. Devil just crossed the line yet. Devil's pit stop blunder has really cost him. He has not really rolled in Stanley. So I think he's stuck in P4 as McChicken's off into the tire wall there right before the last couple of the chicane. See the start-finish line. So, yep. He's going to be under pressure from Blinn here. As McChicken and Blinn are actually coming to pit lane to get off their softs. They have really pushed that fuel tank to the end. Well, Blinn has. McChicken not so much. And Jadood will handle inherit P5.
The chickens come in and Blinn's come in.
Yep.
And big difference in the fuel as well. Blinn is almost on fumes, and the chicken's got nearly over 1/4 of a tank left.
Mm-hmm. What's interesting to note is McChicken was on a set of softs, and he decided to pit early, and Blinn is on a set of mediums, but his mediums actually went pretty well on that fuel load.
Yeah.
McChicken has left, so I think he's decided to call it a day as well. So we're now down to 8 runners.
Alright, so 8 runners left.
It's a race it is an endurance race, so it is a race of endurance.
Yep.
Broom will definitely jump Blinn. Well, maybe.
Sure. No, he won't. He's a little bit too far away.
Yep. It was close, but
yeah, Blinn's got far ahead, so he should be very comfortable at least and try to get some ground ahead of Broom.
Now here's a question. Do you think our leaders will put any of the other drivers a lap down on track for realsies? So do you think they'll lap dunk Broom or Blinn?
They could.
Yeah, anything is possible.
They could, but it depends on how many mistakes those guys do. They have to do maybe a couple mistakes.
Dunk Daddy just left the pit lane, and they are here just past Indianapolis, and then they're going to have to pit as well. So, yeah, a couple mistakes will have to be made. But something worth noting is Forza's on a set of super softs, and Seawitt's on a set of mediums, and neither driver's been able to pull away. Because you would think the super softs would be able to pull, but again, with the slipstream, not so much.
Yeah.
So Seawitt...
That is another issue, too, there.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. Seawitt should probably set of mediums when he pits again.
I mean, might as well. Maybe just go to the hards. Why not? Well,
yeah.
Except I don't think... Well, actually, no. I don't think there's hards because I remember in practice there was no hard tires available. I think the hardest compound was the mediums.
Yeah, and the mediums make it about a fourth of a lap. Like, they make it down to the fourth. So you could probably save pitting for tires, but you don't lose that much time pitting for next set of tires. So it's not like on the old updates where you could save at least a few seconds. But here, just get the tires. Why not?
Right. I mean, the thing is, too... oh, yeah, you also were talking about earlier about if they start with the same tire that they qualified on. It's not like in Formula 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like where you have, like, where you start on the tire that you qualified on and, let's say it has like 10% wear all around. It's not like that. Yeah,
okay.
It's like it's brand new. Yeah.
Okay. So I know, like in NASCAR as well, you qualify on a set of rubber. You start that because it's only one lap qualifier. It's not like that much different. So yeah, this was out of curiosity because some series do it, others don't. You never know. In this situation, it may have been a setting turned on or off as well. So you have no clue. But anyway, Stanley's only 9 seconds behind against Forzan. And I'm running out of things to say because, I mean, how much can you really commentate on this 1-2 battle here when they just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? There's not much you really can say because you know what's exactly going to happen, as Forzan's not going to pass Seawitt.
I mean, plus everyone's almost in their own little worlds, I guess you could say, because no one's like close to anyone except for the top two.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Gotta fix that.
Goes on the inside.
Yep.
It's another move done again, but yeah, these guys have been just flipping back and forth.
Correct.
But Forzan's tires are definitely
they're
that rubber.
Yeah. Forzan could stay out another. Seawitt could stay out another lap. But Forzan's definitely going to pit this time by. There's no if, buts, or coconuts.
Oh, exactly.
But the thing is, Forzan's really saved his ERS, though. Give him that much. He's got a full bar almost. Well, Seawitt's got about a half a bar. And let's see, Tasmanian Devil's actually saved up to a quarter now. So Tasmanian Devil may want to find out how they save their stuff because may help them in the long run.
Probably would.
Well, if this ever becomes an actual league. But there may be some things they might want to fix when that becomes an actual league.
Yeah, I think this... Yeah, but the thing is, I think the slipstream's just a little bit too excessive, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm. Maybe put pedalies on for cutting. Yeah, that's another thing. So if you go uber wide.
I probably would say just like... Yeah, like... Just like you said, the penalties, definitely... just basically... just put it like a real slipstream because... I mean, realistically, I don't think, like the Porsches should be that too much close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, there's cars that are fast, like the Audi, the Toyota, they're good on a straight line. The Audi's also good on fuel. Like, that kind of realism, at least.
Yeah, you want some realism. Now, I know in the F1 games it's unequal, but the thing is like, the cars are unequal. Not one car's a huge advantage over another one. As Forzan and Seawitt are both coming in the pit lane. And they're pitting with a minute 08 left, so considering that they pitted around... Time for some quick calculations in my head. They're probably going to have to do 2 more stops?
They pitted about, like, 9 or 8 laps ago.
Yeah. So if they do about another 10, that would be 25. Another 10, that would be 35. So yeah, 2 more stops, if my estimations are right. While Stanley could make it on 1 less.
Yeah.
Because he can go at least another 4 laps before he comes in.
Well, we shall see. But
in
the meantime, they're feeling up. Tasmania also jumps those 2 in the pits, but still has yet to do a pit stop momentarily.
Joys of racing, as we just watched them in pit lane. Devil actually has jumped both of them, but like I said, he's going to have to obviously pit again because of that mistake. Still probably kicking himself because that was such an early mistake. And with no safety cars, no nothing, there's no catch-up. So he is probably kicking himself in the cockpit, as Jadoud is also coming in the pit lane about a minute behind the leaders.
So in he goes now. But let's see, what tires do they fit? Forzan goes mediums, and Sequid goes the softs.
Correct.
Alright, so they're doing 3 different compounds from the way it looks.
Or, again, I don't know if maybe they just... Yeah, probably. That would make the most sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what manufacturers does. They have you do, like... Well, you're required to do, like, 3 different compounds. So, yeah, pretty much everyone all in the little lonely worlds. Except for these two. They're the only ones that have yet to even do any sort of mistake.
I mean, the Noah's Ark of Porsches.
Yeah.
They're all, I mean, we're in our own little isolation chamber. They're in their own isolation chamber. Just nothing, just enjoying.
Meanwhile, Dunk Daddies would call it quits.
All right, and we're now down to 7. Will everyone cross the line here today? We do have an hour left. I mean, if you're going to quit now, you may want to quit now because you got an hour left. There's no reason to keep going if you don't want to race that next hour. Pretty
much. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm not sounding too interested, but, like, it's pretty much just like, oh, okay, we just got no one else to look at except for these. Before the secret that is still scrapping it out.
And I mean, only one person is really watching this live, so we're just kind of talking to ourselves.
Pretty much.
Yep. As they're still fighting. But hey, the replay could be worth something. I don't know how many people watch a 2-hour replay though, but there's probably some masochist that's probably listening to this ASMR style. Probably gonna help them fall asleep tonight. 7. It looks like Broom and Jadoud are fighting. So, yeah, well, I guess we'll watch them for a little bit because you're probably getting tired of Seawit and Forza fighting. So why don't we watch 6 and 7 fight, Toyota and Porsche.
There you go. 2 battles for last place.
Yeah.
But I mean, also, Lynn's not too far off the road either.
True, he's only 5 up, so if they team together instead of fighting, maybe they can catch him.
Yeah, they've gained a little bit of time from what I saw on the timing screen. So yeah, they just got enough battle.
Yep. But that's easier said than done with the slipstream because you get such a run, you kind of just want to just make the pass, but it pays to be friendly.
Oh, that's a bit wide there for Jadu.
That is correct.
I gotta give fair props though to any real live wet commentators that actually watch like the 24-hour one.
I mean that though, at least they got like 63 cars. They got multiple tracks. Like at least they talk about stuff and they make it work. Like we only got 7 cars. Like they have GTs, GTLMs, LMP1s. Yeah, they got a lot of things to cover on the track. So they can at least cover that. Worst comes to worst, they look at the mailbag. They got tons of viewers. They got Twitter interactions. We got nothing. We just got 7 cars.
And only one viewer is just watching this.
Yeah, I think that maybe, I don't know who that is, but maybe Broom. And he's driving right now, so yeah. So if we just had a couple viewers, we could be like, oh, let's open up the viewer mailbag here. Let's answer some questions. What do you want to know about us? But no, we're just stuck here just talking about 7 drivers, and it's 3 and 4 still fighting in the eternal battle that may not even be for the win, depending on the strategy call of Stanley. Yeah. All this fighting for naught.
At least we have 2 battles going on.
Yeah, 6 and 7 and 3 and 4. I mean, 3 and 4 are tied to him. Unless someone does a Tasmanian Devil, they'll be fighting till the end.
Well, 3 and 4 is pretty much the battle for the race win, from my estimation.
Oh, well, Broomhandle's got resetted on track, so never mind. 6 and 7 no longer fighting. Because he tried to cut, and the game was like, no, no, no. And now he's 4 seconds behind Jadoud. So now we only got 1 between 3 and 4.
Normally that happens, you get like a 3-second penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think, but penalties aren't on, so he'll just get a reset. That's all.
But we'll see how let's see. We've got how much left? 1 hour.
1 hour. All right. I think I'm gonna go get a book. Get something off the shelf to read.
I've got half an hour for manufacturers as well.
Oh yeah, you're gonna leave me in 30 minutes. You're gonna be the Jack in the Titanic. I'm gonna be on the lifeboard, and I'm gonna have to sit for the next 30 minutes.
I'm sorry, man.
That's fine. I knew what I signed myself up to. I knew what I was getting. If I had to do 2 hours alone, though, I think I'd be in the nut house. There's no way I could do 7 cars for 2 hours. I'd run out of things. This would be my stand-up shelf. No, this would be the last time you hear me.
Hey, the thing is, in Formula 1, at least you have more things to talk about, and it's a shorter race.
Yeah, that's only an hour 20. That would have been almost done by now. And at least there's safety cars. It bunches up the field if someone goes horribly wrong. Here, it's just everyone driving around.
Hey, take it like a Sunday drive, almost.
Yeah, except we're not driving. We're just watching.
Watching.
We're just watching. We don't get any radio. We get nothing. We're just talking. That's it. No radio, no nothing. Nothing to distract yourselves. Just a long, boring drive up the French countryside. And we're not even driving.
Kurt Burst enters the chat.
Oh.
My radioactive darling.
Yeah. God. I take that at any point. Like, just here, if we get some live comms, maybe that would be interesting.
Although we wouldn't put up what Kurt says on the radio because probably YouTube would be not happy. Oh,
YouTube wouldn't be happy about a lot of things we're probably doing. If we left the music on by the BDM, if we didn't turn that off in time, this stream wouldn't be up and we'd just talking to no one. It would have been DMCA'd long ago. But luckily, we read the settings.
Pretty much, yeah.
We don't even get some kick-ass tunes as well. We get nothing. We're just sitting here listening to the engine noises for an hour.
I do like engines, but
yeah. I mean, I like sandwiches. Like yeah, I like a lot of things. But if I had to do it for a constant hour and I get nothing to break it up, yeah, it's fun in doses. And like I said, no one's going to really listen to the hour mark and be like, oh, yeah, listen to what the commentator says. I don't think we're going to get reprimanded for doing this.
Yeah.
I don't think the people that care, the higher-ups don't really care. May not be the most professional, but again, one person's watching. This isn't going on my commentating resume even if I had one. But anyway, let's just check. 3 and 4 are still fighting. Let's actually do some professionalism here. Devil is 10 seconds behind Stanley. I think he's slowly cutting into that. But Tasmanian Devil's going to have to pit this time by. Stanley can go at least he'll probably have to pit this time by as well. So 1-2 are going to pit, which means we'll inherit the lead back to Seawit and Forzan.
As expected too. But
yep.
Obviously, like I said, the pit window is definitely like what did we say it was? 45 seconds?
Yeah, 45 50 seconds. So they're only 27 seconds behind, so they definitely will jump them by 20 seconds. And the gap was only 10 though when Stanley came in, so I mean it was like 13, so yeah, he's going to lose 7 seconds.
Oh yeah. So these two are still scrapping. I'm amazed they haven't made contact.
They have. They just haven't wrecked it. They haven't looped it.
I meant like push them each other off or something.
Yeah, they're getting the elbows out. They're fighting. They're not turning each other. They're bumping. They're banging, but they're both keeping it straight. So hey, at least there's that. But Blinn is well over a minute behind Seawit though. So yeah, this is a 4-horse race. I mean, give points to 5, 6, and 7. They are in their own bubbles. Blinn's 8 seconds ahead of Jadood. Jadood's 15 seconds ahead of Broom. And they're all just sitting there taking a Sunday drive. But they're still going. Points to them. They all can't be like Forzan and Seawit constantly on the edge of their seats fighting for every lap. But yeah, here comes Stanley down pit lane. And Tasmanian Devil will follow him.
Yep, so, on to the pit lane you go. And
yep.
Tasmanian, will he follow suit?
Most likely. His fuel is very low, so he'll be definitely coming in.
I would have to call him an idiot if he doesn't do that.
I mean, maybe he wants to get this race done quicker.
Yeah.
Call it a day. Like, just don't fuel the car up. I've had enough. Get the second driver in here. Yeah, so Seawitt and Forsen will definitely jump both drivers unless they don't fill up the car. They're not even, Stanley's just switched tires now, so we'll be in pit lane for a little bit longer. Stanley has set the fast lap of the race at 3:18, and that has not come down yet, so good on him. What lap he did that on, I could not tell you, but he did it, so good for him.
I think he did it at lap 8, 7, I want to say.
I'll take your word for it. Tasman Devil has now just officially left, and Blinn is going through Porsche corners right now. So, yeah, he is not going to catch him. So, yeah, this is a Seawitt and Forza are fighting possibly for the win. If strategy plays out, Stanley could spoil it, and Devil is just kind of inherently 4th place. Can't go up, can't go down. Well, he could go down, but not going to go up.
.56.5. Oh my gosh, Sigrid again with the car bouncing up. Gotta love GT Sport.
Yep. I kind of wish we had a co-host option like on Twitch where we could put a side-by-side and we could put another stream up like a Bob Ross stream or something. And we could just put it on the background on the side. At least have something else like to give the viewer to watch.
Maybe do like when NASCAR doesn't do a side-by-side.
Yeah, side-by-side. And we're not going to take you to this Let's Player already in progress. But Seawitt gets around Forzan. Seawitt now to P1. Broomhandle is pitting.
Broom to the pit lane you go.
Yep.
With 1 minute and 43 seconds behind.
And he's going to lose more time. Jadood is not going to pit for at least a couple more laps, though. So, yeah, he's going to be on an island of nothing for a while. Jadood just set a personal best, though, so good for him at least. He's thought they're trying.
Down the back straight towards Indianapolis. Sequit's still in the lead, with Forza now going to make another move. I can't even count how many times they've done that.
I kind of wish I kept track of it, like a tally board, where how many times the lead has been switched, because it's probably a Le Mans record.
Yeah, I think we have made a Le Mans record of how many overtakes we've done.
It's only an hour in. Le Mans, are you watching? Take this strategy. Take these concepts. No cuts. No damage. Video game physics. Find a way.
Anyway, let's see. If I
it's
can
just
find
getting
anything
late.
going.
It's just getting late. Tiredness is coming probably in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm also gonna get to manufacturing in about a few minutes as well. I mean, I kind of feel bad though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll serve out the rest of the prison sentence. Don't worry, I'll do something. Maybe I'll read from a book. The one person watching, they'll get to get the first chapter of a book for free. Pick something off my shelf. But now we started lap 20. See what's in the tire wall. Actually, the kitty lid. That's the first thing that's happened, and he's now a second behind. But with Slipstream, he'll probably catch back up. Because if we lost this battle, what would be left?
Nothing else. Apart from maybe like, if we could have some of the back markers at least do something, or the midfielders.
Yep, but
obviously that ain't happening.
Stanley is only 6 seconds ahead of Tasmanian. But Blaine is 16 ahead of Jadood. Jadood is a minute ahead of Broom. So, yeah, 7.65, there's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope you like these 2 Porsches, because you're going to be singing for the next 53 minutes. Get ready.
And the Porsches are still going to scrap it out for still scrapping. And let's see, who's in third? That's Stanley, obviously, in the Toyota. Is the only Toyota non-Porsche, at least, in the podium position.
Yep, and then you got fourth, you got an Audi,
Peugeot,
and then Peugeot, and then Toyota, and then Porsche again.
2 more Porsches.
So the Porsches have shown that they are strong here today. At the very least.
Hey, they are one of the best cars on Le Mans. Apart from Audi, I would say.
Yep.
Stupid makes another move around the left side, and the second walnut chicane gets it done. Back into first again. as they obviously go very wide and take the curve very wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously with no penalties, they will not be penalized for that.
Yep.
I think we may have hyped it a little bit too much by saying this is like the Daytona of Le Mans. It's not even close. It's
Well, I mean, this year's 500 was basically a train for most of the race. I mean, it was a big crash at the beginning that took out a bunch of contenders. Like, there's 8 cars fighting for the lead. Half the field lost it.
Yes.
Then a pit stop blunder. And now you have a train for the next so many laps until eventually, with 5 to go or 1 to go, something happens.
But I mean, they didn't have 2 cars just battling, and then the rest are just solo. That's not how Daytona works.
True, but with the train, at the very least, it did feel like no one was making anything happen, though, so at least there's something. At least there's something happening. But I don't think Michael McDowell is going to save us here today. We don't have a Michael McDowell that's going to win unless that wants to be Stanley. Oh, just think about these 2 Porsches crashing out and then Toyota comes through.
No, I don't think that will happen though. But also Tasmania is gaining a little bit.
He's slowly catching, so maybe we'll have another fight. But yeah, maybe. Stanley will have to. Actually, no, he's good to go. He's already pitted. So never mind. I was thinking he's gonna pit soon, but nope. Yeah, these 2 at least are not on the same strategy though. Tasmania Devil's on the Forza and Seawit strategy, I believe. And so
yeah,
actually he's off that too because of that pit stop blunder. Yeah, most I forget.
And also, unfortunately, I think that's also going to come my time short here as well.
All right.
I gotta go do manufacturers, but good luck to you for the rest of the commentary.
I got 50 minutes left here. I'll find a thing to do. All right. Yeah. I'll serve out the rest of my sentence. You got paroled. I have to sit here.
All right.
See ya.
Take care.
Take care. Yeah. And that leaves one person to go with 50 minutes left. So I got nothing really left to say here. So I may just kind of keep it a little bit quiet here. I'll come in occasionally, but I don't think you want to hear me ramble for 50 minutes alone. So yeah. So let's do what they do in NASCAR. Crank it up. Listen to the engine sounds as Seaway has now lost a second. And I think that may be the end of the train here. But let's do a crank it up. WEC style. Hooray. And we are back here. Sorry for the little bit of delay there, folks. Had a few calls to make, but we got 40 minutes of action here left, and I got a second to recharge my batteries. As you can see here, Forza and Seaway have still been fighting while we are on a little bit of a radioactive break there. Or I guess crank it up. But something else worth noting as well as I'm using the wrong buttons. That Tasmanian Devil has passed Stanley, and then we're kind of in that similar train to Sowit and Forzan. 5th, 6th, and 7th are still in a train of their own, though, so nothing really to report down there. But your top 3 and 4 are still fighting, while 1 and 2 are fighting. And we do have about one more pit stop coming up relatively soon here, so it is worth noting that Forza and Seawit could pit this time by, and there's a chance they could make it to the end. But only time will tell. So yeah, these drivers are still fighting, relatively speaking. Stanley and Tasmanian Devil fighting as well. Stanley and Tasmanian Devil are probably going to have to... Stanley's good to go for another couple of laps. He'll have to pit one more time, but it is going to be close between Forzan and Seawit. Considering that they can make it about 30 minutes on a tank of fuel, it is worth noting that they may be able to stretch to the end if they put the conservative fuel on. So Stanley's going to be kind of hoping that Forza and Forzan's enough into the tire wall there, and that could be the end of our battle for the lead here, as Seawit has masked the back end, and that's going to allow Forzan to break the train, and Forzan could be on his way to victory here because of that little mistake by Seawit in the 919. So we'll see here if Forzan comes in. Forzan is coming in, along with Seawit. Both of them are coming in 1-2. Whilst Tasmanian Devil and Stanley are staying out. So yeah, Forzan and Seawit have decided to come in, and they did come in because their fuel was low. But it is worth it as Forzan and Seawit, so Seawit did not lose much time. You know he made a mistake. Seawit was able to gain some time back in the pit lane. So this fight is far from over. We thought our favorite battle on track. They've been battling for well over an hour and 30 minutes, and yet they're still not done. While Stanley and Tasmanian Devil, they're still fighting 1-2. Both of them are going to have to pit again. But something that's worth noting is there is a chance that Stanley could make it to the end. He's got about a fourth of a tank left. He probably can make the lap 28 on a tank. Maybe 29. Will that be enough to make it to the end? Only time will tell, but it will be interesting to note that I think if Stanley could stretch it on one more stop, because there's a chance Seawitt and Forzen may not make it, and if it'll be close. They may have to turn the fuel down. Well, I think Stanley could go full throttle the last couple laps. So it will be interesting to see if Stanley can make it work. But right now, he's actually kind of getting benefited with Tasmanian Devil and him fighting, because it allows Tasmanian Devil to kind of give him a tow and not let Seawitt and Forzen with the extreme slipstream catch him too quickly. As Stanley is just kind of bumping him. He's also saving some fuel as well by staying behind, but he probably is going to make a pass here sooner rather than later. But it is not a dumb idea to stay behind. Use him as a draft partner. Stay close. His strategy is working. But he is losing some time on his base laps. Look, those tires are kind of cooked. Devil should be coming in this lap, while Stanley will be staying out for a couple more. So Stanley is going to lose his draft partner. Stanley's actually going to come in as well. So Stanley thinks that he needs his partner to come in. He probably could have made another lap or two, but he generally thinks he can underfuel the car, so he can get less fuel in the car because he's got more saved. So thus, he can make it, he thinks. It'll be interesting to see, but he'll definitely come out ahead of Tasmanian Devil because of the fuel difference. Forza and Seawitt definitely will jump, because remember, a delta around here is about 45 seconds. They're about 30 seconds behind when they jump down pit lane. So they will come out ahead, but with the fuel loads being different and the tires being fresher, how close will it be? Stanley has started fueling the car. They've just changed tires, and now they both are fueling the car as we speak, while Seawitt and Forza have both gone by. 32 minutes to go in the session. We're waiting for the fuel. He probably doesn't have to fill it up as much. There goes Stanley. Stanley on a set of super softs. He is going probably to the end, or at least going to try to do it. He's only 9 seconds behind. Tasmanian Devil just got out. 2 seconds behind Stanley. He's going to have to hurry to get close back to him. So we'll be interested to see, but I think Stanley coming in that quick did kind of help him. Now he's going to be out of the DRS range. Something else worth noting is that Tasmanian Devil's on a set of softs while Stanley's on a set of super softs. So Stanley will be faster on the short term here, while on the long term, Mr. Tasmanian Devil will not be so fresh. But with the slipstream being so powerful that it is, can he catch Seawitt and Forzan? Only time will tell. And we do have 30 minutes left, so place your bets now with 30 minutes left to go in this session. It's basically a 4-horse race, so we cut through the rest of the field here. Forzan clearly leading this race. Seawitt, second. Stanley, third. Tasmanian Devil, fourth. Blinn, who's about a 1.33 behind in P5. Jadoud, currently in P6, right around Indianapolis. And P7, Broomhandle, about to enter Indianapolis. So Broom is about 2 seconds behind. So yeah, basically 7, 6, and 5 are basically locked in. Well, Broom's going to have to pit again. Jadoud could make it, while Blinn may have to pit as well again, but Blinn is also a pit stop ahead of Jadoud. So there's a good chance Blinn will come out ahead of Jadoud even when he pits. Tasmanian Devil currently has out caught the back of Stanley. So no real train here. He's not going to be able to get clear enough away to push. So here comes Tasmanian Devil pushing. What's worth noting is Stanley does have more ERS than Tasmanian Devil. Again, not missing anything up front. We'll cut to that battle as it gets closer, but they are just back and forth trading it. No major switches to report. "30 minutes to go. They've done well over 1,347 miles, I think. Actually, no, it may not be exact, right? Because that's actually taking in the current staging of the car. So they've done about 500 miles, give or take. Probably a little less. It's 8 miles. Actually, it's not even close. My math is terrible, because I'm just taking their speedometers. It's 8.3 times 26. And math geniuses out there can quickly probably get it, but that is about 208 miles. They've done about 208 miles, and they're probably going to have to do another 10-ish laps as Broomhandles decide to finally come down pit lane, and he will be pitting as we speak. And there is a good chance he may go a lap down here as well. If he does retire the car, he may come in to join us in the booth. Hopefully that's the case, because we got 30 minutes to go here, and the action is heating up. Hopefully you're enjoying it here on LMR. So we'll see here if Broomhandle goes a lap down. He's definitely going to go a lap down that 7 Porsche. That is not no ifs, buts, or coconuts. Dude is not relatively close to getting a lap down, so he should be good to go to the end. So, yep, Broomhandle will now probably most likely finish P7. As now he's officially left the pit lane. I think he may even... Yeah, he's going to come just ahead of 3-4, so he should get the blue flag, get the hurry up, get the out of the way. Or else, I think Tasmanian Devil and Stanley, maybe he's just going to pull out of the way here and let them both by. The gap is 10 seconds, though. They're both on the same fuel strategy. So it is worth noting if they could come close to running out. We do have 30 minutes to go. They may try to save. One of the drivers could try saving. We do not know their fuel in question right now. We do know what their rough estimations are, but we cannot check through the course maps to figure out how much they are saving. But it wouldn't be shocking if they're at least trying to save something. We'll take a look at... that's the wrong button. My mistake. I think it's this button. Nope, it's not that button. One of these buttons I'm looking for. F12 is what I'm looking for. Thank you. Yeah, so you can see Forza in here, letting a 320 on the Porsche 19 Hybrid. Second place is Seawit here, currently at 320. Not that far behind Intels and Gap, also in a Porsche as well. Third place is Tasmanian Devil right here, in a nice purple and black monster helmet. Looks like he's got some likes to Lewis Hamilton. Stanley gives him a shove. Stanley in fourth place here with a red, white, black combo. Beautiful to look at. Still fighting. Fifth is Blin, who's just going to cross the line here. Based kind of in an island of his own. We'll have to pit relatively soon, but we'll be good to go to the end. Dude in sixth here, fighting with, I think that's a Toyota helmet, if I'm not mistaken. Currently in sixth, representing the scheme. And in seventh is Broomhandle in a red, white, and blue helmet, representing America. So yeah, back to the leaders. 1 and 2 here, still fighting. Little bump with Forzan, and them still fighting. They've been fighting almost all this whole race. They've been tied at the hip. You can even say they're teammates, even though they're not teammates, because they're not teammates. But, yeah. So, yep, they are breaking here down. 27 minutes to go. Yeah. So, yeah. Right now, it's just strategy. Will the fuel hold? Because right now, they hit the 3/4 tank. There is a chance if they do pit, though. Remember, Stanley, Tasmanian Devil are on a slightly different strategy than that. I'm shocked Stanley should have said it a little bit longer. But it is worth noting that if they can save a little bit of fuel, maybe they can make it to the end. That could be for the win if they're not careful. So, yep, a little overcut. Yeah, there's a lot to cover here, but yeah, this is just a 4-horse race for the win. One of these drivers, currently top 4, will not get a podium. Right now, that driver is Stanley, but that can change. Forzen does hit the fast lap of the race, though. Forzen is on a set of softs. Seawit's on a set of softs. Tasmanian Devil's also on a set of softs. Stanley's on a set of super softs. So, yep, 25 minutes to go here. Yep. Here comes a pass. Again, Stanley is not trying to pass him. He's just trying to bump him. Doesn't look like he's trying to overtake him. So it looks like, again, maybe he's trying to save gas. But they are on the same fuel level, so If he's trying to save, he's not doing that good of a job at it. Back to the lead here. It looks like Forza and Seawood have kind of broken up a bit of a gap here. But not too much. Because here comes Seawood again. Gives him a little tap, a little bump up the road. But no pass will be happening. Keeps it in. Again, Stanley not trying to force that pass. Looks like he is trying to save gas. They are losing time to the leaders, though. So they've lost over 5 seconds. They are really trying to save, it looks like. Because I'm looking at the tanks right now. They're definitely going to, Forza and Seawood are going to have to pit again. That's a gimme. But will Devil and Stanley have to pit again? Maybe. Maybe. So fight here, 1, 2, 4, and still leading the way. Devil in third, Stanley in fourth. Looks like Devil may be under pressure here from an overtake by Forzan. Sorry, Stanley, my mistake. Long race here, boys, with 22 minutes left. But here comes Tasmanian Devil well. Never seen an opportunity. He will not make a pass. But you can see he's also just kind of... Oh, gives him a tap up the run there. So back to the top two here. It looks like, again, a little bit of a gap, but not much of a gap. 3-4 still fighting. "20 minutes to go, and about a minute here. 20 minutes to go. Little tap. 3 and 4 are still fighting. They have lost a lot of time, though, to the backs. They are probably trying... Yeah, they are trying to stretch their tanks. They do have to stay within 45 seconds, though, or else they could be under pressure. We could be looking for a good finish here, folks. Looks like Tasmanian has lost a little bit of time to Stanley, but the gaps have been about the same, like 6 times here, that there. So it looks like, again, not enough that will break the slipstream. One, two, up. Forza had to take the cord a little bit wide there. Stanley and Tasmanian Devil still fighting 3-4. We'll cut back to 5, 6, 7, but you're not missing much back there. They all kind of in their own worlds, bearing a crash. They will still finish 5, 6, and 7. $19 to go. So at the pace, remember they do about, well, how many laps that's about? That's probably because they got 19 to go. It takes about 3 minutes to cross the line. Leader is probably about 50 seconds in right now. So he'll have a minute to go at about 18. Hold on, let me do some quick math here. Now at 18:48. So at 18:48 a minute, 2 minutes, that would be 16 for a lap. So 13. Oh, Jadude gonna try to give him a little bit of slipstream, try to help anything he can get for his cause. Jadude's also going a lap down as well. But 16. So 16 a lap. 13 will be 2 laps. 10 will be 3 laps. 7 will be 4. 4 for 5. So they will have 7 laps remaining, give or take. To finish this race and this duke out. Looking at fuel tanks, there's no way Forza and Seawood will make it to the end. They will have to pit one more time. While Stanley and Devil are really conserving. They have not at the halfway point yet. You can go about 10 on a tank, give or take, and they have done about, probably got 5 left. If they could save another lap, they could make it on fumes. But the question is, Forza and Seawood will not have to save, and with Slipstream being powerful, anything is possible. Right now, Stanley and Forza are really trying to save as much fuel as they got left in the tank. They're going for an economy run, while Seawood and Forzan are going to pit one more time, put on their best tires they got left, and going for the win. They still got at least 7 more laps here, folks, so make sure you're getting hyped in the chat and enjoying the view. We got 17 more minutes left with these 4 cars, and anything is possible. You can see here, looks like Forza's got a big of a gap here. It's not enough to break the train, as we saw Tasmanian Devil able to reclose the gap on Stanley when he came out 3 seconds, so it is possible. What is worth noting is, though, should have Stanley started a couple more laps. I know we have to think back 30 minutes, like 15 minutes ago, but he could have stayed out maybe a little bit longer and made this more likely to be a good economy run instead of just being on fumes, but he decided to pit thinking he had enough, and it's going to be close. Yeah, still a battle here, 3. They've lost a lot of time, though. They come pit now, as it looks like Jadude's going to go lap down these guys. But the thing's worth, they are really saving the tank. But the problem is remember, Delta Run, he's about 45 seconds. They're not even going to have to fill the tank up all the way. So they're losing a lot of pace. And the thing is, can Forza and Seawood run them down? And actually, oop, that is the wrong button, folks. Sorry about that. Telemetry went off the screen for a second there. I got to fix this. Give me 1 second. You're not missing anything. Just gotta fix that real fast. There we go. Hit the wrong button. But it is worth noting that they are losing some time to the top 2. The top 2 will have to pit, but they're not going to fill the tank up all the way. So a 45-second delta is probably not even exact. It's probably only going to be about a 35-second delta. Even if they decide to take tires. Because, they're going to have to take tires. They should have maybe considered starting on a set of hards or mediums and definitely been good not even to take tires. But it's going to be close. A little tap from Forzan from his rival of the past hour. Seawitt, 14 minutes to go. Again, those top two will have to pit probably this time or next time by. While Tasmanian Devil and Stanley are still at half a tank, so they should be okay, or at least close. This could still go either way, folks. Forzan has gained over a second on Seawitt. 1.52, so it is worth noting that maybe Seawitt, it's too little too late to save. He's made his bet, he's going to line it, and here comes in Seawitt and Forzan. Both drivers are pitting. They are calling for a pit stop. So how much will the delta be? Tasmanian Devil and Seawitt are 34 behind. On a normal pit stop, that would be about 40. They would come out 10 seconds ahead. But the problem is that they aren't probably going to fill the car up all the way. So Forzan and Seawitt aren't going to be at 45 seconds. That is the wrong button. I got to remember to hit the right buttons. It will be close. I'll fix that in a second. Forzan and Seawitt are about for pit run right now. They are changing tires. Both drivers are changing tires. Tasmanian Devil and Stanley are going through the last couple corners. The tires are down. Both drivers haven't left pit lane yet. Got to remember the buttons here, folks. 3, 4. How much will they fill the tank? This could be a rookie mistake if they fill up all the way. Still waiting on the queue. Both drivers have now been released. They did fill it up both to 100. So they thought they couldn't make it, or at least it would have been close. They are only 7 seconds behind, though. So they could run them down. I have to quickly fix the telemetry one more time. There we go. So they are only 7 seconds behind, and they will have full tank and full push, while Stanley and Tasmanian Devil are saving as much as they can. They are going to try to win this race on an economy run. While Stanley and Forzan, the ones who have been leading this race for most of the day, the two have been back and forth, are now 6 seconds behind and closing. They have the fresher rubber. They're both used their super softs. Well, Forzan has used a set of super softs. Seawitt has used a set of softs. Here comes Seawitt inside, ghosting past Forzan. I don't think Forzan's too thrilled. He's been ghosted through. We got 11 minutes to go. The gap's now down to 5 seconds. Tasmanian Devil and Stanley will have to put their fuel up if they want to make it. But they're in kind of a catch-22 right now. If they can at least wait till they catch them, they could at the very least save just enough. But the problem is Seawitt and Forzan will definitely catch them. There's no ifs, buts, or coconuts. The thing is, they probably didn't have to fill it up all the way. If one of them knew that, or at least could have took the guess, they could at the very least made it and made it out before the other one and broken the train, and thus probably be in a good position to win this race. As you can see right there, there's the top two, Stanley, Tasmanian Devil. It's going to be a Porsche. It's going to be a Toyota. It's going to be an Audi, and it's going to be 2 Porsches, all fighting for the glory here after 2 hours of Le Mans. We have about almost a little under 10 minutes to go. Well, a little over 10 minutes to go. So we can see a little tap there. We'll cut back to 3rd place here. 2 seconds and closing. They will catch him. There's nothing that will not say it. They will catch him. Ooh, another big tap here, unless they wreck each other first. So here comes, hits the wall. They are here. Here's Johnny. Under 10 minutes to go. And here comes, Forza really going for it. Oh, he keeps it barely straight. They're fighting like that. This is the last lap, and one of them is off into the kitty litter. Forza, he's going to have to get it refired. He's going to try to keep it straight, and he's going to lose 3 seconds, 4 seconds. That's probably race over for Forza. He is 4 seconds behind, and he's going to have to pray that he can catch him. Here he comes. He's going to have to try a masterclass here and try to get back. Still a battle for the top 3, though. Stanley, Devil, and Seawit. There's a blue flag for one of the drivers ahead. I think car is going a lap down. That is not Blinn. I have no clue who that is. The question is, can Forza re-catch the pack? It looks like Seawit gonna go around the inside to the outside. Gonna try to box him in, and he's going to make the pass work. It's P2 goes Seawit. And he's even going to make the pass to P1. That ghost mode is working. Forza driving like a mad possessed. He's going to slowly re-catch him. That mistake was not detrimental, but he's going to lose time for attack. Stanley still leading the way. Squeewit and Tasmanian Devil fighting for a second. Looks like Seawit and them getting the elbows out. And Tasmanian Devil going to get pushed a little bit wide. Tasmanian Devil not too thrilled probably about that. He was using those elbows for that. I bet you there'll be some words in the paddock after this race. Tasmanian Devil going very aggressive. If you're driving, you don't like to see. He hits the bullet, and Tasmanian Devil keeps it fired. And Seawit gonna get by. Guys, you gotta keep it clean. Good racing. Question is now Tasmanian Devil and Stanley. Can they answer back to Seawit? Seawit got by. Forza in 4th. 7 minutes to go. We will have at least 2.5 more laps. Tasmanian Devil able to get by. Hit the wrong button. I gotta remember not to hit the right buttons next time. Both drivers got by. You're down that. Here comes Seawit. Here comes Forza. Forza on the Seawit on the inside of Stanley. They touch. Here they come. They're still touching. 4 wide here. Here they come. All fighting, using that slipstream to their advantage. Oh, big elbow there by Tasmanian Devil. They are still fighting. They are fighting with the elbows out. They are pushing, and I think Tasmanian Devil goes a little bit pushed. He pushes Forza wide. Sozan, lot to cover here, folks. 4 drivers all covered in a blanket. Oh, that they just are really just I don't even have words anymore. They are doing something. They are fighting. Tasmanian Devil, Forza, and Seawit, Devil. All fighting. It's like a horse race. Here they go to Indianapolis. Tasmanian Devil with a push. They keep it straight. Here comes Stanley. Stanley pushes a little bit wide. Tasmanian Devil on the inside. And around goes Stanley. Stanley has been looped. He has been officially pushed. And he's now down to P4. And that is probably race done. Forza at least has the fuel to catch back up, but Stanley's tires are cooked, and he is now 4 seconds behind. So that is probably the end of the race for the Toyota and the end of the line. 3rd place, and Forza will catch back up to Tasmanian Devil and Skiwit, whatever. Tasmanian Devil will get on by. He'll make the pass for P1, but here comes Seawit on the inside. He's now to P1 again. Both of them fighting. Here comes Forzan. Forzan gonna come close. Forzan going to try. Cuts the corner a little. Here they come. We have 2 more laps in this race. If you've watched for the 2 hours like me, good for you. We got the exciting last laps here. Here we go. 3-horse race. Yep. It looks like Stanley will not be able to catch up here. Stanley, it's curtains for Stanley. Stanley will have to settle for P4 unless something else happens. 3 wide. 3 wide usually doesn't work. Forza around. Tasmanian Devil 2nd. Seawit 3rd. The 8 Porsche is currently leading this race. Devil 2nd. Now Seawit up to 2nd in 919. And the 3rd place car doesn't have a number, so I can't tell you what it is. Still don't see a number, but he's now currently P3 in the Audi. Fuel levels look okay for Tasmanian Devil, but it's probably not going to be enough. Stanley in the wall. That is race over for Stanley. Stanley will not be able to get on the podium. So this is for the last steps of your podium right now between the top 3. They are all currently fighting. They are fighting for their lives. They are fighting for the glory of being the first winner in a new series. Here they come into the corner. Tarzan holds position. Tasmanian Devil tries to make it work. He will not be able to work it work. He'll have to tuck in behind. We'll ride on board with Devil. Devil, it's going to be close on fuel. He will be able to make it to the end, but the fuel tank will be sputtering. Seawit on Forzan. Seawit the 1. Now here comes Devil. Devil on the inside of Forzan. Can he make it work? He will at least try to break. He'll try to keep it in. He will not be able to work. Gives Forzan a little shove into Seawit. Seawit holds spot. Forzan in second. Tasmanian Devil in third. 4 to go. Gonna close with that. Don't want to scream to get a complaint. Anyway, Seawit up. Forzan second. Forzan makes the pass. Devil gonna try to make it 3 wide. Cannot make it work. Here comes Seawit on the inside. Make the pass work. Devil gets the elbows out. Gets past 2 cars. Pushes them wide. He's now taking the lead. Now we got Forzan in second. Forzan gonna try to make something happen. No, he will not. Then we got Seawit in third. Seawit will try something with the slipstream. Both drivers will try it. Looks like Tasmanian Devil throws the block. And now he's gonna try it on the outside. Tries to get on the inside with the grass. Throws his 1 maneuver. Round the outside, Seawit. Seawit and towards Ababa. They're fighting. Forzan gonna take the lead. Seawit around the inside. Here they come. They're gonna fight. Gonna go on the inside here. Position for Seawit. Seawit holds. Second, Tarzan. Tasmanian Devil third. Tasmanian Devil on the inside. Here they come. Little tap up the rear. Tasmanian Devil in the third. Huh. This will be as they come to the line, looking at the times, this will be the last lap of the race. So this is the last time there'll be 1 more lap after this. So coming up, final lap. Just to let the viewers know at home. Here comes Forzan. They are still fighting. Forzan and Seawit, left and right. Third place car of Tasmanian Devil. Light has not come on yet, but the light is close. So he will be good to go to the end, but he will be on fumes going the last race. Takes that corner a little bit too wide. Has to probably keep the engine not on full strength because of the fuel levels. Here we go. Last couple corners. This will be the last lap, folks. So this is the last time to go on the straight. Seawit holds. Forzan second. Devil third. Takes a little cup. Stanley in the grass. He will be on the inside of Forzan. Forzan and Seawit fighting on the ins and outs. Seawit will get ahead. Seawit, here he goes. Seawit tries to close the door. Doesn't work. Here comes Tasmanian Devil on the inside. Gets through Seawit because of glitching. Gonna pass Tasmanian Devil in second. Seawit in third. Seawit gonna try to counteract Tasmanian Devil. This is slowly allowing Forzan to walk away. Through the last couple up quarters here at the first sector. Tries to close the door. Gets it successfully. Even though you probably could argue it a little bit mean. Tasmanian Devil in third. Seawit in the second. Here they come on the long straight. This is the last time we'll have the long straight here in this race. Forzan still leading the way. Tasmanian Devil tries to get as much of the corner as he can. He hits the wall, and that will probably be curtains for Tasmanian Devil. Any chance of him winning this race is now gone. Stanley in fourth. Nothing to report in the back 3. Just going to quick cut through them and show you that nothing has changed. Top 2 are battling. This is going to be how it's been for the past hour and 50 minutes, folks. Hour and 59 minutes. It's been Seawit and Forzan fighting for well over an hour and 59 minutes. You could say they've been fighting forever, and now they're going to fight for the last lap of the race. The 2 drivers that tried to make the economy run work will not be able to make it work. Their lights have come on, but it won't be enough. They'll fight third and fourth, respectively, between Devil and Stanley, unless something happens. Here they come on the long straight. Here comes Seawit on the inside. I guess that was technically outside. He has made the pass. He is now in the P1. Forzan in the second. Forzan into second, gonna hit the button, there we go. Forzan in the second, Forzan gonna try to clear it, clips the ball out. Forzan gonna keep the position. Forzan gonna try something with a slipstream, he'll have a couple more slipstreams. Personal best from, that was Forzan, so Forzan has set one of the fastest laps of the race. Here it comes, on the inside. It's a fight between the 2 Porsches. A Porsche will stand on the top stop, but what will it be? Here they come. Last breaking point on the last long straight will be the last time we've been here. Seawit gonna try to hold it. Seawit goes too wide. Both drivers go wide. They're both in the kitty litter. Can this allow Tasmanian Devil to catch up? It will. So Tasmanian Devil's not out of it yet. It looks like Seawit went a little bit too wide. He's lost the rush. Here comes Tasmanian Devil. The light is on. He's gonna have to conserve. Here comes Devil. Devil around the inside of the Porsche. I may have jinxed him. Really boxes him there. You could call that almost dirty. Devil in the first. Forza in the second, Seawitt in the third. If these drivers do crash, it could open the door for one Seawitt to come back. Here comes Seawitt up to Indianapolis. Tasmanian Devil holds the lead. Well, it looks like he was curtains a minute ago. Both of them touch. They're still getting swirly, folks. And it looks like Tasmanian Devil holds the spot. But here comes Seawitt. Seawitt is still in third. Forza retakes a spot from Tasmanian Devil. Devil gonna have to try to answer back. He cannot do so. Devil in second. Here we come. This is the last lap, folks. When they cross the line, it will be curtains. Forza takes the lead. Seawitt in the second. And it looks like Tasmanian Devil, the fuel has finally able to come to an end. That was probably all she wrote. We got a couple more straights here. Can't Seawitt have an answer for Forza. Here he comes. Run up to the line. Oh, not run up to the line yet, but run up to the last couple corners here. Here comes Seawitt. Blinn has finished this race. It's over for him. He'll be in fifth. Here they come. Last couple corners here. How good can Seawitt take it? How aggressive will he be? They're going to have a run here. Going to go up past as wide as he can. He's going to get as much of the track as possible. Here he comes. Seawitt, Forza, left, right. Last couple corners here. Forza, Seawitt, it will be... Can he try something? He will consider it, but there's nowhere to go. And it looks like Forza will win this race. Forza has won the 2 hours of Le Mans here at LMS. And Seawitt second, and Devil has run out of fuel on the last couple corners, and that is going to allow, if he can't get it fired in time, Stanley to take the last step of the podium. It's going to be close here between the two of them. He is really cutting that corner there. You could say almost kind of a little bit of lead, but he got reset because of cutting, and that's going to allow Stanley third position. And Stanley, who looked like he was out of the podium, is now going to get the last step as Tasmanian Devil is going to limp across the line for fourth. Eventually, there he goes. Blinn is in fifth, and Broom and J-Dude are the last two cars here. They're both a lap down. They're well over, somewhat close to each other. But as long as Broomhandle can keep the throttle in, he should have sixth, and J-Dude should have seventh. But congratulations to Forza, who has won this race. Seawitt with a hard drive. Both of them have been fighting for well over 2 hours, and Forza gets the upper hand. Seawitt got the pole, Forza got the win. Stanley gets third in the Toyota, and Audi and Tasmanian Devil just ran out of fuel and will sadly not be able to finish outside the podium. Blinn fifth in the Peugeot, and we still got sixth and seventh here. Nothing worth changing. Jadu trying to get as close as he can. He's gained over a second. It looks like it's going to come close. Broomhandle's very close on fuel. Same thing with Blinn. Sorry, Jadu. They're both close, but Broomhandle, oh, Jadu just trying to cut as much as he can. That will teach him a lesson for cutting, and Broomhandle will come home in sixth. And Jadu, you can't cut if you want to finish, and you're going to finish seventh. Bring it home, boy. Bring it home so we can all go home. And he will bring it home in seventh, and that will be that. That is your top 7, folks. There are your results. There's your top. Forza first, Seawitt second, Stanley third, and the rest kind of skipped. Here's the victory at the LSR Le Mans 2 hours. LSR, and you can see there is our victor, Forza. Fastest lap included, holding the trophy in the Marlboro fire suit. Shades of Schumacher. Enjoyed the victory, folks. Everyone be proud, and that will be that. So thank you. We will not be doing interviews, sadly, because it's a little bit late on the East Coast. So that will basically be that. I think, as you can see, everyone saying thanks for the race. That was an interesting race. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Congratulations to Forza for winning this race. I hope you all enjoyed it. And until the next time we see you again, hopefully that will be relatively soon. So thank you. And myself, Pepsi Vic 2 and 2, thank you and good night.